There are several things that happen in particular to the senior. One is that their vision decreases as they age. There can be a yellowing to the lens of the eye and other eye challenges such as glaucoma, where there's a narrowing in the vision. Also, seniors suffer with cataracts, where there's a clouding of the lens of the eye. And there can be other diseases such as macular degeneration or difficulties due to diabetes. So the senior, as we age, our bodies begin to deteriorate, and in particular this can show up in our eyes. What's important about that is that we need to respect and not expect that the senior can overcome that challenge. Our job is to make certain that the senior is able to navigate their world safely while we are careful to respect the challenges that they are going through. Another area to consider for the senior is their ability to hear. Oftentimes, when you speak to a senior, they may look at you in this manner. What? They genuinely do not hear you. So it's important for us to consider how we speak to the client, slowly, carefully, saying one thing at a time, finishing the sentence, not dropping your sound off at the end of the sentence, making sure that you don't speak very quickly so that the person can't hear you. It's very difficult also with slang or initials, and those are the kinds of things that I talk to the caregivers about. Another area for consideration in the senior and for developmentally disabled clients is cognition. And cognition is their awareness of who they are in their surroundings today. As we age, I received a statistic from the Alzheimer's Association yesterday, in fact, saying that 1 out of every 2 people over the age of 85 will have Alzheimer's disease. And what that means is that people are not able to understand who they are and even who you are. It takes an enormous amount of patience. You might introduce yourself to that client all day long, and they may still turn to you and say, "Who are you? Who are you, dear?" They really don't know. So it takes time and patience and consistent reorientation. "Hello, dear. My name is Carol Ann, and I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to put your sweater on because it's cold outside, and I want you to be warm." So we don't just walk over to a client and say, "Come on, let's put your sweater on." We actually take the time to explain what we're doing, touch them, and be patient with them, knowing that they may not truly understand what we're saying. The same can hold true for a developmentally disabled client. They also need repetition, patience, kindness, and direction. We here at Cambrian Home Care are committed to engaging our caregivers in understanding how to treat the client with respect. In Services with Respect, we do some hands-on examples of what it's like for that senior to suffer with yellowing of the lens of the eye, cataracts, a decrease in the sensitivity in the fingers, and difficulty in opening packages when there's a decrease in the sensitivity, and also difficulty with hearing. So let me show you, for example, some of the props that we use when we're doing these classes. Here we put on the glasses that simulate glaucoma, for example, where there's a narrowing in the vision of the eyes. With the yellow lenses, caregivers try to sort the Smarty candies into their color groups, and invariably put them in the wrong group because of the yellowing in the lens of their eye. In addition, we put on these gloves that simulate a decrease in sensation in the hands when trying to open a package. These little Smarties act as pills for the client to separate into their color groups, and invariably the caregivers get them mixed up with their yellow glasses. In addition, the caregivers will attempt to open these bottles with their tight tops, with a decrease in the sensation from the gloves. And we also put in these earplugs and walk around and have a cup of coffee and really begin to appreciate the difficulties in hearing that clients may have. Here at Cambrian, we are committed to making sure that the caregivers understand the difficulties people can experience as they age.